Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of a Nation Wave, and this is day 13 of the March Daily Draw. So let's see what message we get today. And I'll be taking the first card from the Ostara Tarot, followed by an oracle card from the Scenes of the Witch Ostara Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. We had this the other day, didn't we? The Eight of Wands. So, things picking up the pace, getting that momentum. But as I said before, there's not a lot much more different I can say. So this is just a reminder that we are picking up the pace somewhat, but we're gaining momentum. But as I said then, the momentum is towards a certain point. You know, everything's moving towards a certain point. We have a goal. We have somewhere where we have we're focused towards with that momentum. It's not just a momentum just wildly wandering around anywhere. It's going towards a specific target, a specific destination, and everything's moving in that direction. That's how our creative energy is best used, to have a focus point as to where we're directing that energy. So, and I do love how this is like this springing out from inside the bird. It's almost the energy's coming out from within us, and it's springing outwards into our external world, and bringing in the that creative energy is then coming out into the world and bringing in what we want to achieve, what we want to create in our lives. It's going out there to create it. But the creative energy is coming from within us. That's what I like about this card. It's an interesting take on it. This is one of the advantages and the things I like about changing decks from time to time, is because different decks sometimes have a different slant on the same card. You know, I mean, this is different, as I say, to the traditional Eight of Wands, which with the eight wands flying through the air. But you still get that same message, though, regardless of what the image is. If you look at the image, you still get a different perspective on it. We've still got the energy bursting forth, but it's coming from within. It's bursting outwards, affecting our reality. You know, creating what we want in our lives, but it starts within us. That's, I think, is one of perhaps the message that perhaps it wants to bring to us today. We've talked when this came out before about having the focus and everything moving towards target, and I've just reiterated that. But I think the emphasis today might be that bursting out from within. The energy comes from within us. That's why it was important, and is always important, to be creative and to keep that energy flowing within us, and to connect with our own creative energy that lives inside us, to connect with that through creative activities, because it's eventually that within us that will burst out into the world around us and create the things we want in our lives. It comes from within us first. So we have to connect with that within us and begin to channel that energy in such a way that it then will burst forth with momentum towards the aspiration, the goal, the whatever it is we're focusing on. But it comes from within. And I think that is the message that I feel that the Eight of Wands wants to give to us today, is to remember that it comes from, we don't just pluck it out of the air, it comes from within us. And I think that's an important thing to bear in mind and to remember, when we're trying to be creative and to bring something into our lives, to create, to manifest, whatever, however we want to term it. It comes from within us. It starts within us, and then bursts forth outwardly, and then begins to create outside of us to bring it into reality. So I feel that's an important lesson for us, to remember that it comes from within us. That's why it's always useful to nurture that creativity within ourselves by doing creative activities. So, and I think that's a reminder to keep doing that. It's not just, we don't just do that once to connect and then that's it. We do that do that as a habit. We need to create a habit of connecting creatively speaking, to connecting with that creative energy, and to keep doing those creative activities, to keep that flowing, so that we can have the energy bursting forward, to create outside of ourselves what we want. So, because, to emphasize once more, it starts within us. The process starts within us, and I think that is the message of the Eight of Wands today. Okay, I'm not going to labour the point anymore. I think we've got the gist of the message there, and let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. Be interesting, won't it? And sometimes when we get a repeat card, when a card comes out more than once, which has happened over the past few months, when we've done the reviews of the draws, etc., we found that several cards have come out more than once, and that's because they're the key elements, the key messages that we're to take from. I'm not saying that we don't have to take the others as well, but it's the ones that stick out to us. Okay, so here we go. Germination. Look at that. It's like she's down there with the roots. So it comes from her. So it comes from herself. And look, the growth always starts, like right with this, the growth starts beneath the soil. It starts where the roots are. It starts there and you can't see it. But then when it's grown to a certain point, it bursts forward. It blossoms out, and these flowers then come from that. This is the creative energy bursting outwards here. Trust in and fully embrace the emerging path to who you truly are. So trust in the fact that it's emerging, it's coming out, but it's coming out from within you. Like you are rooted and, it's coming from the hidden part of herself, and then comes forward out into the open, and it's like it comes from within and then bursts outwards. So we have that, it germinates within us. We like germinating, letting that seed of creativity grow and grow to the point that it just then bursts through the surface and outwards and manifests itself of what it's creating. And that echoes what the message of the Eight of Wands, I feel. Okay, so that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 14. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.